Nice. Okay. Okay. Good afternoon, everyone. Welcome to the Mendi Art Center, for starters. Tonight, we're not about the Mendi Art Center, but we are about the jewelry designing and making workshop that we had for the month of October. My name is Noma Baso Peteshe, the acting manager of the center and also the exhibitions curator for Red Location Museum. One of the initiatives that we've developed over the years as the Red Location Museum or the Red Location Cultural Precinct is an outreach to the young people, which is aimed at educating and also the development of the young people from around the metro. And once more again, after a long while of being quiet or being sitting in the corners, not by choice, but because of the pandemic that has come and almost destroyed everyone. And thank God we're still standing. Thank God we're still able to go out there and push our mission. And this year, the Cultural Precinct, through its program, the Precinct Without Walls, came up with an idea to make a call to the young people of the Bay to come and partake in the jewelry making and designing. We appointed a facilitator and made a call, which was quite a very overwhelming response that it received from all around the metro. It went as far as attracting people from Utnake. As a result, tonight we will be seeing the participants that are coming from Utnake. So it actually brought us joy, you know, and not to only be serving people from the New Brighton or KwaZakhele or Zwide, but covering all the legs of the metro or all the wings of the metro. And we were quite excited about that. And the program took a month long, happening here at the Mendy Arts Center. And we felt that it is very important that we acknowledge, you know, the commitment of the participants by having this event tonight, where we will be giving the participants the certificates of participation and also some little goodies that are a token of appreciation and also encouragement to our participants. I wouldn't like to go and step onto the territories of the main speaker of the night, but mine was to welcome everyone and also to just give a brief background as to why are we gathered here tonight. And without further ado, I will call up the next speaker, which will be the person from the participants, someone that will now tell the viewers and everyone gathered here how they've benefited from the program or how they've perceived being part of the program. So now we will call up on stage Unoba Tembu. I know she's a very, she's not shy, but that's how she can be. She's a reserved person, but I know she's not shy. She shouldn't deceive us tonight and pretend to be shy. She's not. Noba Tembuteya, please come on stage. Thank you.
Molweni, nobathembutseya. The team, ne, and then at the very same time to bulela to your Red Location Museum na kwabantu bebesiphethe nenhlonipho basiphe yona. Andingumntu amazi amaninzi, andikwazi uthetha especially when ke kukho namanye amehlo angandijonganga. But ke yeah, ibe chance lena yoba sifumane opportunity to do something better for ourselves, sithi sihlele lokishini sibe nento esiyenzayo ezawungena at the end of the day epokothweni kuthi. Bazile abantu babona bayithanda into esiyenzayo, kwakho noomama abadala babulela the fact that isengabantu abancinci, because le nto usually ibidla ngoba kubo, ne? And then nendlela nathi esiphathisene ngayo siyiklasi, yeah, zikhona zamini, but ke ngoku singazani savana sathandana salusapho. Ndibulela wonke umntu bethu, naningumntu uthanda uthetha. Because
Sipha, she's not shy, and well said, Sisi. Enkosi kakhulu, enkosi kakhulu. And up next will be the facilitator. She needs to say a few words as someone that was leading the flock. Yes. Naye nanko ke actor bethuna nesenzi ngathi uyoyika ukuthetha. But I know naye she definitely has something to say. Thank you. Sis Bush, come.
Okay. Unezitory zam zenza oko ndithi mabazize kwenze cousins sokolisile. But while we were doing this project, I decided to do one piece with them, the piece that will combine all the things that we're doing. The piece will combine the paper, the piece that will combine the seed beads, and the piece that will combine the wood bead. That will make the mixed media of the things that we were doing, the sculpture. This sculpture represented the COVID, because that time there were COVID-19. It was not easy for the groups like this, but municipality able to give us this chance. And that time we were COVID, every time when there's a project, we'll get someone who's got COVID-19 and the project will shut down. That's why we decided to do this sculpture. Esi sculpture ke nasi ndisiphethe apha besincedisana ke sizi-students zam ngaso. Nasi ke esi sculpture sethu funeke ndisicacisile. Esi sculpture senziwe ngephepha eli belisenza i-paper beads. Senziwa paper, ndacela i-plate kusisibhaso i-paper plate. Then esi sculpture bawujongele apha inside kukho i-seed bead red. La seed bead red icukene phaa ezantsi and then kukho black. That black representa ngelaa xesha bekumnyama kuthi singayazi uba sithini na nge-COVID-19. And then that red ucukeneyo representa besingayazi uba masibheke kweliphi icala, sisondelelana singayazi uba kuthiwani kwi-COVID-19. And ubonisa neli gazi, i-COVID-19 yenza igazi libe thick umntu ukuze angakwazi uphila. That red representa loo nto. The time you go ke ubusijongile siba mnyama, i-COVID-19 isicinezele kakhulu kwaswelekwa. Then when you go there ubona upink. La pink represent that at least siyasibona lento yale COVID-19, but we are not sure, but siyayibona. Then when you go up uyabona kukho ugold, lo black uya ephela. Then ubone i-wood beads eziqeleleneyo zibonisa into yoba le wood bead iqeleleneyo ibonisa into yoba siyayazi i-COVID-19 how to handle it. Asizusondelelana, siyabhekelelana. Siyayazi into yoba xana sidibenisa izi-drops sifaka i-mask. That's why uyibona ke ngoku le wood bead iya ispreada isithi. Then apha kulo gold urepresent uba at least kukho light ekhoyo, siyayazi kuyavaccinatwa. And i-COVID-19 khayisifumane kule project besikuyo siyigqibile singakhange kubekho nomnye oyifumene i-COVID. Enkosi.
Enkosi facilitator. Yazi, there's something that touched my heart as Sasi busy with the auditions for who participator in the project. Ubana, there were also guys that responded to the call. Yes. Yayenza group yaba versatile. I so much wish if besikale on time, we would have a word from one of the guys as well to show into yobana. And yes, nobana my team would allow me to call just one guy to come say a few words now, because the guys yazi sasinayo nento ethi asiqinisekanga obhuti bazawuhamba le race bayigqibe okanye bazawuyeka apha endleleni. But yazi amazingly, not surprisingly, amazingly bahambe kunye nathi. Even on the weekends that we would call them for kuzothengiswa apha center, they would be here bathengise, and they were so much dedicated. So ngicela ubhuti oyi-1 azoba namazwi nje awutsho. Seida ke kuthiwa izomela itinarha bhuti.
Molweni, mandizibudisele igama lami nguSandile and suke eUnique eDinarha. Manibulele i-class qala Bulele nabantu besenda abaphangela apha esenda, bulele also no mem bethu nabaphathi bethu. Sifundele ubukhulu apha as ba singamadoda, sometimes singamadoda sikho too much kwinto ezifana ne beads khona, yeke wood beads khona ceramic beads. So besingokukhulu phaya yayona nto biyi-challenge ukuthi thina singabafana kule class, but ke sifundele ubukhulu. No miss naye kangasiyekele i-facilitator yethu, always bihamba nathi bisigayida, and then ne-class nayo. So I like to say thanks ki squad sonke. Ndabulela kakhulu.
Enkosi Seita. Yeah. Hey, I think bendingazibe ndenza any justice xa bendingabizanga umntu, especially a person that comes from far as Utenake. To show into yobana ngoku bendisithi we attracted netinarha bendingaphosisi. Here's a person that gone through the training to the finishing. And thank you so much for your dedication, Bhuti. Khona nosisi ke lo ndimnxibileyo apha, naye ngowasetinarha. Yes, nisibona siyoko nje. Asikhange sirun a program qha, we also supported the initiative ngoba nasithenge. So yeah, thank you so much, guys. Without wasting any more time, I would like to call Mr. Utando Paduza. I would call him our principal, because when we put our heads together, kunye no Mrs. Mtanga, brainstorming the project, he's the person that embraced the idea. He's the person that would always see to any mission that we come up with to enhance call your department, that he takes it forward and makes it a point that it happens. And it not just happens, but it successfully take place. So at this stage, I want to call Utando to come and say something. We were hoping to have our very senior officials, but because of the timing, lixesha le new council and all of that, there's a whole lot of dynamics. But yena, he's always been there. I'm sure even if he needed to be anywhere else, he would say at 4 o'clock, guys, I need to run somewhere by 3:45 because I have an appointment. And that would be to come and support us. We appreciate you, Yubi. Yes, we've seen ourselves growing in the department because of your confidence in us. We've seen ourselves having a courage, even with the closure of the museum, but you've given us that push. Yokbana, we can still do this. We can still work. The museum is just the premises, but the ideas and the intelligence is still within us. The mission and the vision, ebesinayo, when we applied for our jobs, it's something that is instilled in us, and no one or any circumstances would take that out of us. So I would call upon the podium, Uyubi, to come and say something. Sure, Yubi.
Yo, good afternoon, everyone. Thank you very much, Udikubule, program director, because that was very, very sweet. Thank you very much for the very kind words. So I'm trying to compose myself. You'll excuse me. I think, for me, when we see a program, of completion, and we see these beautiful works as a lapa, it gives me so much joy, because umsebenzi wethu as municipal officials, especially with ASREC, sithatha a-mandate yethu kwi-white paper on arts and culture and heritage. And often when we talk about mandate, people wonder, what are you talking about? What is it? What is government really supposed to be doing when it speaks to the development of arts and culture? The white paper is very clear that as the different tiers of government, local, provincial, and national, we must do three things when it comes to arts and culture. We must, one, develop, train, capacitate, which is really what this program did, is that a city, that the people that participate in the program didn't have talent or didn't have skill, but how do we ensure that we create an environment and platforms for artists that are working and living in the city to go to the next level, to be able to generate income from their work. So it's important, each mandate is that we must develop. And for me, that is really the passion that I have. I was saying to our team is that I'm often very frustrated because, as a manager, you always have to be, worrying about the budgets and in the office, attending meetings. But the work that this program does is really where my heart lies, of being hands-on and developing and making sure that we are creating opportunities for artists living and working in the city to move forward. The other area that we are tasked to do as from the mandate that we hold is to ensure that we facilitate participation, to ensure that, because as izinto sizenzayo, obviously sifuna abantu bazithenge, andithi? We want people to come to the art center, but to watch the shows, to consume the art that artists are producing. So the white paper is very clear. It says to us, we must create this environment to ensure that we are developing a local creative economy that is, stimulating the communities in which we are operating. The other area that we are operating in is, or the mandate that we are taking from is saying that we must operate at the level of excellence. Yeah, so si developer, si participator, si excel. Yabona ngoku nina, the participants of this program have moved from the one area. You've actually covered two of the areas, because one, you have developed and gain new skills. These skills will take you to the next level. Participation in the sense that abantu have already purchased the works that you've produced as part of the program. And Goku, you are of excellence, because you should be all immensely proud of this display that we see here today. And this center was really created for that purpose, to be an incubator for creative ideas, for creative programs. And that's what art centers are supposed to do. In each one, a white paper is like, we cannot have art centers that are hosting funerals. Those are important, hosting weddings and or the like, but into funeka kubekho art center that is specifically focused on arts, so that we are developing and ensuring participation and ensuring excellence. So this program is really an example of these mandates. And as we all know, that relocation, the actual physical buildings are closed and have been closed for a very long time. And now we're on the road to reopening them. We just completed fencing prior to, so that to ensure that there's no further vandalism to the buildings. We are also looking at, we're currently doing a structural assessment of the buildings. This is now to work towards understanding what is the extent of the damage to the buildings, what then budget is required to ensure that we are able to restore the buildings to their former glory. So sikulo processing, the community issues will always be there, and it's important then that Tina as umasipala and the community work hand in hand to this ndlela sikuyo ngoku of ensuring that the relocation precinct opens again. But with that being said, I think during the closure, we made very sure when we developed this program, 80 Precinct Without Walls, that as a mandate, this is Nikiweyo, ziyaqhubeka despite the closure of the buildings. We cannot focus on a closure as the value buildings, we can't do anything. But we have to ensure that as a mandate that is to deliver arts and cultural services to our communities. Siyayenza. So this program, this is an example of the work that we've been doing. And ndiyavuya kakhulu that you participants participated so fully and were so engaged during the program. I always complain is that when you're doing programs, I mentioned earlier, is that I wish I could be as hands-on, as I would like. And I really want to commend my team, Pumla and Unumapaso, for taking the mantle and being ready to do the work that is required for us by the white paper on arts and culture and heritage. So this is not a lecture, but I thought it was important just to give a context of how Tina as Umasipala are supposed to work and how this program itself fits in, because even the artists are not aware of what we're supposed to bring. So it's important, Nani, you hold us accountable to those mandates that we're supposed to do in. So when you are not doing the work of capacitating, of ensuring participation, of ensuring excellence, because the next step is that is a question about how do we take what you've learned and the work that you've been doing to the next level? How do we create platforms where you're exhibiting and showing and selling at the different platforms that we as a municipality have? And we want to work hand in hand with you guys to ensure that we work this journey together. So with those words, I just want to thank everyone for working very hard and being really shining examples of the work that we are required to do as government. So Ndiabulela, thank you very much.
Maybe Uyubi should have remained up at the podium, because the next item now will be handing over of the certificates to the participants. So ngicela no sisipush aze ngaphambili, and yeah, we hand over there. Okay. Yeah.
Okay. So,
These are in no particular order. Yes. Lunga Ndiko. And Nobatembu Zeya. Here you go. Here. I'm chowing Roland.
okay.
And Tobega, Lucia Martinez.
I just said there's a group picture at the end. The money is a group picture.
Yeah. Inobibambe indawo ye-shades, because ndiyamazi uTops babekusemini ngefake i-shades. Sandile ngalo. Pumla Abigail Majoler. Nomachawe Nxathi. Hey. Bendikhe ndihamba ngexa wesithi ngu-Elizabeth andiyiboni kodwa Lindy Swasimani. Luxolo Khashe. Busisiwe Dunga. Mabusana. Ntondo wendawo. Akulandela untondo wendawo. Kube ngu-Iminathi Mgoqi, untondo bethunana lo. Thumbu le game. There is bangekhoyo apa, unfortunately. I know omnye wabo is on his way, but yeah.
Okay, let's just take a group picture. Masondeleni ngosonde.
Can Milam na?
Push it back.
Push it
So-
back,
so
yeah.
makapangwa.
Yeah.
Okay, 1, 2, 3. Jewellery making. All right, cool. Thank you, everyone.
Thank you, thank you. We are on our last item of the evening. We on our last item of the evening. Usispum Lamtanga, sicela azosenzela vote of thanks. Sistering bit nana ke is.
Genesis, thank you, Pastor. Thank you, thank you, thank you. Thank you, everyone. Thank you, Sis Pastor. As I've just been introduced, this is staring. I'm not really staring, I'm just the project coordinator. I was the project coordinator working with the team, working with Usis Pumla. So now I was asked to do a vote of thanks. KwaXhosa, because UUP is our superior, but he said I must do this bit to say thank you. Thank you. I first want to start to say thank you to him, as Upaso has just said, that when we come to him with the ideas, little ideas that we have of trying to push the mandate, as he just said, he always embrace that's true. So now I also want to emphasize thank you, Kapaso, and say thank you, Moses, for having inhliziyo nayo, because you have an open heart, an open mind. You are willing and support anything that moves or anything that will uplift Eastern Sabantu. So I want to say thank you to you for being the person that you are to us, as Upaso has just said. And thank you to Upumla, our facilitator. He was a very dedicated facilitator, willing to assist. Sometimes the team mistreated her. Artist Pumla, hey, today my day was not right, but tomorrow when she comes, she's fine. That is all forgotten and it's forgiven. And thank you to the team, guys, because the team that we had, when there's something wrong, if Upumla is not pleased with what they have done, and I come to you with Upaso, the culprit will just say, "Hi, I'm sorry," and that will be fine. So thank you was today you have your family members coming for the first time. And no, you've represented your families well because you were here as members of different families. But no one of you came like we can say that, "Hi, this one was rude." All of you are well behaved. You've represented your families and you've represented your clans well. So I want to say thank you, even Nakuni, for being the people that you were with Team Yetu. The respect that you had for us, because some of you are Zindanga zethu, some of you are younger than us, some are older than us, but you respected us still. So I want to say thank you to you as well. And thank you to Usis Baso for the support as well, for the department. You know when I come to you for anything, Didi Baso, this is what is happening. This is the idea. Ubaso will say, "Hi, she's MacGyver walap." Chairperson, this is MacGyver walap. Thank you, everyone, man. Thank you for attending. Thank you to our superiors who are not here. Mamu Gwinsa for supporting us. Thank you to our ED, Mamu Nokolo. She supported us as well. So I want to say thank you to them, but they are not here, but they are here. They know that today we have this function. So, and we have our team, it's not just the two of us. There are other staff members who work behind the scenes, like our driver, Oprah Cheeks. Oprah Cheeks worked tirelessly, trying to assist, trying to see to it that things get done. Our materials, we get them on time. Our exhibition stands are here. Everything happens as it's supposed to happen. We have our secretary, Usis Fiela. She's everything here. She's not just the secretary. She's our procurement officer. She does everything that we are supposed to see to it that the project happens. So I want to say thank you to them as well. And thank you to myself, guys. Masiziqhwabeleni for Nkosini, ne?
Nkosi Madloks. That brings us to the end of our program tonight. And ndifuna iphrase yesiXhosa yupi ibalekile. Ukwanda kwaliwa ngumthakathi, yeah. Yes. There's refreshments before we go. Some people are straight from work. Abanye basuka eTinarha kudala behambile. Yeah, indlela zibusy. Noba umuntu ebezawuthatha 45 minutes to get here, but took longer. So there's refreshments in the hub. Nayazi mos la room yenu silungise phayana. Then you'll take your family members as well through. Enjoy, people. Nesupport ke siyaqhuba mos, buying from each other. Nam ndisazama la mcimbi. Yeah. Thank you. Oh yeah. To our online viewers, thank you so much for your continuous support. We know that whenever we live stream our programs, we get full support. We appreciate you guys, and yeah, thank you so much. Thank you.